Hello, today I thought I'd do a little what's in my travel makeup bag. I'm not going anywhere particularly exciting, but this weekend I'm away up to the Highlands for a little family get together, so I wanted to downsize my makeup bag a little bit because I'm just going away for 2 days, so don't want to be taking loads of stuff with me. So I thought I would show you what's in my bag. This is, the bag itself is like one of those gift with purchase things from, I think it was Estee Lauder. It's slightly smaller than my normal makeup bag, but still a decent size, so it can fit everything I need in it. So I'll just get started and I'll try and do an order of sort of how I would put it on my face so it makes some sort of sense, but just get started. So first thing is skincare, and if I'm just going away for like 2 days, I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be wipes. To be honest, I don't see anything wrong with wipes. I use, like, to be honest, when I used to use these like all the time, this was like the only kind of skincare I used. I swear my skin was like 10 times better than it is now, so I don't think there's anything wrong with them. These are just ones from Simple. They happened to be on offer last time I was shopping, so I bought them. Nothing much to say there, but they're pretty handy for travelling, especially if you're only away for a couple days. And the only other kind of skincare I'm bringing with me is some moisturiser, which is the Brennan Superfacialist Rose Hydrate Day Cream. And this is a day cream, but if it's just for a couple of nights, I'll use this at night as well. There's nothing wrong with using it at night. It's moisturising enough for me. So those two are the only skincare things. I'm not going to bother taking any masks or treatments or oils, or I'm not even taking a cleanser. I just can't be bothered, and it's only 2 nights, so that'll do. And then on to makeup. So starting with the base, the first thing is Benefit's Porefessional for a primer, and my current primer of choice is actually the Clarins Instant Touch one, but this one's pretty similar, and it's also slightly more travel friendly, just in like a little tube rather than a big sort of glass pot, so that's pretty useful. And then for base, I'm just taking one foundation, which is Estee Lauder Double Wear Light, which is my ultimate favourite. This is great for daytime or nighttime. It's not too heavy, but you can sort of build it up if you need to. And sometimes I like to mix it with my moisturiser and a little bit of highlighter, which I will show you in a second, to just sort of make like sort of a DIY tinted moisturiser, which is great for daytime if you don't want too much makeup when you're travelling and stuff. So this is a great sort of all-purpose foundation, and I do try to keep makeup brushes to a minimum when I'm travelling, but I do take the Real Techniques buffing brush with me for applying foundation. I don't always use it, sometimes I just use my fingers, but it's good to have it just in case I need to do a little bit of blending in. Next up for cheeks is the Tarte Amazonian Clay blusher in the shade Frisky, which is a really nice pink shade with a little hint of golden sparkle. Well, not sparkle, just a bit more sort of like shimmery kind of. It's not too glittery, so it's good for just normal everyday wear. I also like that this has a mirror in it, because that is pretty useful for travelling. I always like to take at least one thing that has a compact mirror, just in case you happen to be somewhere that doesn't have a good mirror, or you need to do your makeup while you're on the train or the plane or whatever. So this is a nice, it's quite a big mirror, it's useful to have, and this is also my favourite sort of everyday blusher at the moment, so that's coming with me. And also, obviously it doesn't have a brush in it, so I'm taking the Real Techniques blusher brush, which is kind of a bit big and bulky. Ideally I would take a smaller one with me, but this is sort of the only actual blusher brush, that's really hard to say, the only blusher brush that I actually have at the moment, so that's why that one's coming. Also for base, I forgot to mention concealer. I'm only taking one concealer again. I'm trying to sort of just take one of everything. Usually I overpack and take like 3 kinds of foundation and stuff, which I really don't need, especially if it's just for a weekend away. So I'm taking one kind of concealer, which is the NARS Creamy Concealer. This is a pretty good sort of all-purpose one, and it's good for covering up blemishes as well as under eye circles, so it's a good one to take if you want to pack lightly and you want to do a sort of one thing fits all. And I'm also taking the Real Techniques Deluxe Crease brush, which is just the one I normally use for blending in concealer. Going back to the highlighter I mentioned earlier, I'm taking this mini Girl Meets Pearl from Benefit. I've had this little sample thing for ages now. I keep meaning to buy the full size version because I do really like it, but I still haven't run out of this little sample one yet, so it's lasting pretty well. I do have quite a few highlighters that I probably use more often, but because this one's a nice little handy tube, it's great for travelling, and it's a really nice rose gold colour. And as I said, sometimes I mix it in with my foundation to make a sort of glowy base, but it's also good for highlighting cheekbones or underneath your eyebrows and stuff if you want to do your makeup like for a night out. So that one's really good to travel with. Next, for base, I have this, well, it is in a Lily Lolo pot, but it's actually the Chanel Natural Finish Loose Powder, but I've just decanted it into this smaller pot because the Chanel one it's massive. So this is handy for travelling. It's just, it used to have Lily Lolo foundation in it, and I've just taken it out and just put in a little bit of powder. As you can see, there's hardly anything in there because you really don't need a lot of powder, but a small pot makes it handy for travelling. And rather than a huge massive fluffy brush for applying powder, I'm just taking the Real Techniques setting brush, which is nice and small and you can be quite precise with it. So especially for like holiday makeup, when you want it to be sort of low maintenance and quite sort of glowy and stuff, that's good because you don't end up using way too much powder. And finally for base, I've taken this Clinique Moisture Surge Face Spray Thirsty Skin Relief, which kind of doubles up as a sort of like a toner, but also just a kind of spray to sort of refresh your makeup, like if you've been wearing it all day. It's good to take with you like when you're like actually traveling, so you can like quickly spray your face like on the train and stuff if you've been on a really long journey. And it's good just once you've finished all your makeup and applied powder and stuff, just a couple of spritzes of this to sort of help your makeup settle in a bit better. I really like that. So this bottle is not full size because it came with like another gift with purchase thing for Clinique. But it's really handy to have little bottles like this. So even once this is used up, I'll probably keep the bottle and either like buy a full size version of this or just decant some other kind of face spray in this and keep it with me. Next, moving on to eyes. I'm not going to take any eyeshadow with me because if you've watched any of my videos before, you probably know I just don't wear eyeshadow at all really. But I am taking with me my trusty liquid liner, which is the Rimmel Glam Eyes Porefessional Black Liquid Liner. I can't recommend this enough. I've been using it for probably about 8 years or something. It's however long it's been out for, I've probably been using it since then. I just really like the little nib. It's not one of those like felt tip ones, it's more like a little brush, and it's just really nice and black and easy to use, and this is sort of my daily makeup, so that's why it's coming with me. Although the eagle-eyed amongst you might notice I'm not actually wearing a liquid liner today. What I'm actually wearing is the MAC Kohl pencil in the shade Teddy, which is a metallic-y brown, which I've been using a lot recently just for sort of easy everyday makeup when you don't want to look too done up. So as much as I love liquid liner, sometimes it does look a bit ridiculous if you're just like walking down to the post office with liquid liner on at like 2 in the afternoon. But this is good, especially for holidays, because you don't need a brush, you don't need blending brushes and stuff. Just take this and you can run it along the top of your lid and then smudge it in with your finger, and that's it, you're good to go. So I really like this. The colour's really nice. It's kind of metallic-y but not too sort of shiny, so it's great for every day, and it's really easy to use. It's nice and it's not too soft, so it's not sort of like too smudgy, but it's smudgy enough that you can just do it with your fingers. You don't need a special brush or anything. So that's definitely one of my travel essentials. Next, let's go for brows, and I'm taking the Anastasia Brow Wiz with me. I've got the shade Brunette, and it's just a sort of wind up pencil, so you don't need to worry about sharpener or anything. It's nice and precise but not too heavy, so you can either make your brows look really defined or quite natural depending what you want to go for. And the other good thing about this is it has, at one end it's got the pencil and the other end it's got like a little spoolie thing, which means you don't need to take a brush, so this is another sort of 2-in-1 product. Really useful, and I really love that, so that's definitely coming. And I'm also going to take the Illamasqua brown lash gel, which is just a clear brow gel, which is just useful for sort of setting everything in place. But if you don't need to fill in your brows that much, you could just take a tinted brow gel and be done with it, and that's probably going to be enough just for the weekend. But I feel like I do love my defined brows, so I like to fill them in first and then just set everything in place with that. Then for mascara, I always like to take eyelash curlers. These are the Uemura ones. Just even if you're doing really simple makeup, curling your eyelashes first just really opens up your eyes and just makes your lashes look so much longer and nicer. So those are definitely coming. And then the mascara I'm taking is just my sort of current everyday favourite one at the moment, which is the Max Factor False Lash Effect. It's just got quite a nice big brush, and it makes your lashes look nice and long without looking too sort of spidery or clumpy or anything. So that's just a good everyday one. This is not, I don't think this one is waterproof, but as I'm just going away to a bed and breakfast with my family, I highly doubt there's going to be any swimming pools or beaches involved, so I'm sure not waterproof mascara is not going to be a problem. And finally, onto lips. First thing that is necessary is a lip balm. I forgot the word for it there. This one is the Yes to Carrots lip butter in the flavour Melon or scent or whatever. It's basically just a chapstick but slightly nicer. I find this is really moisturising. I really like this, and it always stays in my handbag, so that's a good one. And then everything else I've kind of taken one of each. I've been quite good, but the only thing I'm going to take a couple of is lip products, because depending on what outfit I'm wearing and stuff, I might want to change them up slightly. So I'm taking this Revlon Colour Burst Matte Balm in Elusive, which is actually what I've got on just now. Which is just a nice pinky nude kind of colour. And I'm also taking the Revlon lip butter in the shade Wild Watermelon. That's noisy, rude. Which is, it looks like a really bright red, but it does apply quite sheer, and you can sort of build it up more if you want to. And this one, I'm sure you've probably seen these before, is quite a pigmented sort of matte lip balm. But both of those are good because you can either apply them lightly and with lots of lip balm just for the daytime, or you can build both of them up for a brighter colour at night. So yeah, one red, one pink, and I think that'll be enough lip products, hopefully. And then the very final thing I've got in my bag, it's now empty apart from a little sample of Victor & Rolf Bonbon. This is my current favourite perfume, and I have got like a full-size one, but obviously it's quite a big heavy glass jar, that's not the right word, thing. So I don't really want to be carting that around with me, so what I've done is stockpiled a couple of these little sample vials, which is the perfect size for a weekend. So yeah, that was what was in my makeup bag. Basically it's just the same as my everyday routine, but I've been a bit careful and made sure that I only have one of everything. I don't have lots of stuff that I don't need to take with me, so it's all going to manage to fit in one little bag, which is not too heavy, and hopefully that also means it won't take me like an hour to get ready in the morning, because I've already got all my stuff laid out and I know exactly what's going on my face. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully I might do a little vlog of the weekend actually. I'm not entirely sure what we've got planned for the weekend, but I think probably lots of dog walks, barbecues, and I think we're going out for a couple meals, and the rest of the time probably just chilling out, reading books, drinking lots of wine, no doubt, knowing my family, and that sort of thing. So yeah, I might do a little vlog. So thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you soon. Bye!